There's the nurse. We have first clay on killer. And pretty decent corrupted shack, it seems like. It might have been a split corrupt. There's a little bit of a split corrupt. Yeah, that is, it's the outside of the map, but the killer kind of spawns center, so we got a little bit of the outside map corrupt going on. Looking around to see if there's any source in this area. It does not seem as this is the main spawn here. Unless survivors really did a good job, and I mean, that is a really good job stealthing as they spawn over here, but I think maybe this might have not been the spawn. We see a crow resettling, so maybe survivors did spawn here initially, but it doesn't seem to be there anymore. We do find the Nancy running back into Shack here. They will take a tag right before getting to Shack here. Running back into Shack. Nancy, seems like they ran backside of Shack. I think there's another survivor here, so they may be looking to take a hit. Not sure. It's worth noting we do see the fragile fragile wheeze here, so this is a mangled blink attack, and we also see the heavy panting, so a little bit extended lunge and nasty hit there around the corner. That's me first down here for the nurse. First hook incoming soon. Looks like survivors are spreading out a little bit. Hill Gen has a little bit of progress. I'm sure the nurse is going to look to pop that generator as soon as they get this first hook. That is agitation. Not to be, not too unfamiliar to us, as agitation is a pretty dang common pick when it comes to the nurse. Now nurse looking around. They do see fresh scratch marks here in the center of the map. Looking back at 3, they do see Ada working on that gen instead. So imagine 2 generators might be ready to pop relatively soon. Oh, deadlock. Okay, interesting. No thrilling tremors. Usually we see thrilling tremors or something of the like, maybe dying light, but yeah, deadlock's going to be blocking this middle gen, which means that Ada has her work cut out for her, as that gen is pretty fresh still to work on. And it looks like the nurse will be continuing to proxying out this area. They do have Shack. Oh my gosh, someone actually stuck back here. Nancy taking an immediate bar type hit. However, that lithe better work out for them, and that, my friends, is not a safe unhook. That Claudette is not gonna have deliverances. That was a quick 2-tap there. Not much that Nancy could do, trying to use the pallet to get live, but what can you do? And now fresh pop in hand. Nair's gonna try and cut this Ada off, maybe get a tag. Looking at the edges of this rock, and they did see her go corner here. And she's gonna be making distance. Yeah, Nurse just wants to apply this, popping it back to her hook. Imagine it. Yeah, here comes the second unhook. Will this one be more successful? There's the 4 of the people, though, from the Claudette. So this will be a successful, safe unhook here as Claudette. Yeah, Nurse looking. He's like, that's a mighty fine target. And they do get the pallets done here, getting a little bit of distance. Recharge is coming in. I don't know if Claudette can get much distance here. Here comes the pallet. Will they get the 50-50? They don't, and she will get the pallets done as well. Second gen coming down for Aeternum Survivor Squad. And now breaking away from the Claudette, looking around. Not sure where this Nancy's gone off to. They see Ace here in the back. Looks like they will be switching targets. Interesting that they're not going to stick to the Claudette. I guess if you know that they have Deli in pocket, there's not much use in, giving them that resource. Wait till the end of the game and let them deliverance. See Deadlock back on the gen that Ada was chased off from, but with Nancy nowhere in sight, Ace the only one in here. They will take a tag around the corner. Ace running back deep into 12. There's a gen over here. No progress, and so they'll be sticking the scene out. Oh, this is a lucky break survivor. Have to see if they get much distance. No. Nurse does catch them as they run to the edge of the map here around the tires. Getting a tag. Again, Ace very silent, but no one escapes the Nurse, and that'll be first hook coming in for the survivor. Curious if we're going to see a third generator pop for this Ace's efforts. We do know Ada had a bit of progress back on that other gen at 3. See the reset on the Claudette almost immediately as that broken status effect is gone. There is a good amount of progress on this generator here, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be ready to be finished, as this will be another 30% off the current progress. About 75% done, so that gen's going to go back probably near 50 as it continues to regress. Do we see any Shack progress? Noise notification back there, but again, spectator bug be a thing. We don't actually know what that was. Looks like it might have been a pre-drop on the pallets. Not sure, but oh wow. And that gen's being deadlocked too. There's the 4 people from the Claudette on the Ace as well. So that survivor will be safe from tunnel. They find 8 over here at the Shack. Survivors actually have a lot more pressure than I had anticipated here. And now Ada running back into the 3, kind of near 4. Oh, but that will be an easy tag around the corner as they are caught off guard by that rock. First hook coming in for Ada, but survivors have a good amount of split pressure here. The gens late in 3 gen with middle gen here at the main building, but I imagine 4th gen will be popping here shortly if they were able to sneak someone back around to Shack. I think this is going to be at least 4 gens done. The question is, can Aeternum get a 5th gen done? Nobody here. Yeah, we do see that pre-drop pallet. It seems smart. Oh my goodness, they get the unhook as well. Nurse kind of worry of a survivor sneaking back here despite not seeing any crows or anything. They will apply pop and probably be leaving. However, no for the people on the Ada. Honestly, for the people, such a strong pick against Nurse. Nurse trying to leave the game. It seems like getting stuck on the bumper there. Ada with the dead hard, perfectly timed, is going to get a whole lot more distance here. Nurse ready to go again, swinging around the side, and they do go down, but now I'd be worried that this might be decisive strike. They finish. I think that was the 3 o'clock gen. But I say that is a decisive strike if I've ever seen one. Yeah, Obsession switching. That's not the one that Ada was on initially. That was the far gen. So they have both Ada's gen and the Shack gen to contend with. Here comes the... Oh, I'm about to say, if you get that palace, then this is going to be nasty. But this Ada's done a really good job of wasting the Nurse's time with that dead heart and the decisive strike. Second hook coming in here, but now with 1 gen left, you don't even have to do the Shack gen. You know the one that Ada was working on has a lot of progress as well. Not able to quite see if a survivor is on that one or not. Pop goes Weasel here. There's another unhook on the Ada. They will have Dead Hard in hand. There's a For the People, though. I'm telling you, For the People to try and counteract the Mangled status effect add-on is so good here. Survivor is doing a really good job utilizing that to the full extent, denying the Mangled status effect as much possible. Ace does take a tag at the Z while getting around the dump truck. Looks like that might have been a potential live there. No, it was Nancy that has live because she tried to drop a pallet. So, oh, protection blink, but the lucky break, losing sight. I don't think the Nurse can commit to this chase any longer. However, it would be good if the Nurse can get this person down, as that will represent a lot of points as the Ace is still fresh. Actually, I think Claudette, both Claudette and Ace, and there's the adrenaline on the Ace. They finished the 3 o'clock gen, not even doing Shack. These survivors have effectively done 6 full generators at this point. And now Nurse desperately looking for their next target, not seeing anyone in the corner. I think all the survivors have spread out. There's Nancy possibly, but Nancy represents the least number of points. We know all the perks. We know it's Pop, Agitation, Deadlock, and Corrupt. No sign of an endgame perk. There's no no-ed, no way out. Nancy saying, yes, come chase me. I represent the 1 point. And I think we're going to be seeing possibly a 3 out here. If they play it really well, you might even have a 4. They get the tag through the pallet, stun happening. But now Nancy going back into the corner. I think the survivors will be content with taking a 3-man out. 3-man out really good here for the survivors. Again, I believe Claudette and Ace represent fresh outs, which is a total of 12 points potentially denied to this killer. They get the tag. Yeah, there's the tag on the Nancy. Actually, wait, no, one of them have been hooked. I think it might have been Ace that's been hooked. Yeah, so not 2 fresh survivors out, but a lot of fresh stays. I think at least Claudette represents a fresh out. Though Claudette taking some chase here. You need to get back to the hatch. Nancy might be escaping through the hatch here. She is. She's gonna get the hatch. It's gonna be a 4-man escape from these survivors. Aeternum pulling out all the stops here. And that is a much more simplified Corrupt, I think, than the last Nurse had, as that is a lot closer together. Also looking around, seeing if we're seeing any potential survivors going out to the sides. Ooh, bit of a short blink there. Might cost them an early chase, as they may not be able to find a survivor right off the bat here. Dunder continuing to look around. We do see someone towards the edge of the map. They do find scratch marks. Where are they going? Looks like they're going to be going around the left side. Maybe potentially 2 survivors here. Yeah, we see it. Renato running back into the Corrupt. We see another person. Yeah, survivors have been spooked. They're running for the hills, trying to get out of distance. I think they might have been trying to possibly hide out the first Corrupt. Not sure, but with that said, looking around, seeing them go edge map here. Renato, your days might be numbered. Taking a first tag, going into the back here as they run away from the corner. Not getting a whole lot of distance here. Blinking through the pallet, and they do get the first down of the game. Looks like we are going to be seeing... Yeah, I'm a bit more used to thrilling tremors on the Nurse, as thrilling tremors gives you a good idea of where to go. That is agitation to get this first hook. And I imagine not even bothering going to the next gen, just immediately finding another survivor and giving them a tag. Worth noting, because of the point differential here, you could probably first hook every survivor, and that should be enough points here. As each survivor's first hook represents 3 points, they get a tag on Jake as well. It looks like they'll be following up with another quick blink around the corner, a quick down on the Jake. They are not content with that, though. Checking back, see if the survivor's going for the unhook here. And this is not a good look for the survivors right now, as they are struggling to get these gens done. One survivor on the ground, one on hook, one injured and needing a reset. It looks like we'll be first hook coming in from the Jake. Still looking back at Renato on hook. They need to finish a gen and then go for that unhook. It might be worth letting him stick on the hook there, but second stage about to happen potentially. Yeah, second stage secured. That's 5 points from Renato. 8 points total now from the Jake. There's Plata coming in for the hook trade. They do finish a gen. Oh no. This might be lights out for the squad, is already at 1 gen. Blinking through, Jake getting a little bit of distance. They will be able to get away through the window here. However, with the Claudette still slugged out on the ground, I think if they hook Claudette, I think that represents 11 points right there. That's 5 for the Renato, 3 for the Jake, and additional 3 here. That is 11 points. I don't think at this moment, I don't think Aberration can afford to give another hook stage here. If they give another, essentially at this point, they have to not only pour out the killer, they can't give another hook. Even if it's Renato. If Renato dies here, it's game over. Any survivor on hook next secures a victory for Aeternum. So you can even camp this out, but it doesn't think the Nurse is content to do that. They want to find another survivor to hook. Fang still representing a fresh out here potentially if they can hide her. But it's going to be a very tough call for these survivors. Again, we knew going into this round it was going to be tough, and to Aberration's credit, they are trying, but that was a brutal start from Aeternum. And they do find Jake over here, though not committing to the chases yet. Again, they can secure this hook stage, and it's still enough. Looks like it's about a couple of seconds away. Nurse saying, just do the gens. But again, after this hook stage is secured, it is all but over. Yeah, and there we see the 5th hook stage secured. That is 5 points from Renato, 5 points from the Claudette, and 3 points from the Jake. That is 13 total points. And they find Renato over here as well. Renato is death hook going into the corner here. And they're going to be cornered out, not taking the second point, not taking any chances that it's going to be a regular M1. And I think we can all but say for sure that Aeternum, barring any crazy penalty or something else happening here, will be taking victory in round number 3. Obviously, we will be seeing them play it out because they are professionals. They are the best of the best competing for a spot in A1. And they will be playing it out. There is Fang doubling back, but they will take a tag around the corner. Jen has some good progress, but this killer is just going to pop goes the Weasel and continue on with the chase. Again, just really solid Nurse play coming in from this killer, and like survivors are trying, but there's just, this is a tough win con, folks. Usually with Nurse, it's, 4K1, maybe, 4K 5 gens completed. Usually it's not multi-stages out, let alone multiple survivors. So hard win con to try and beat here for the Survivor Squad. We're gonna leave them on the ground, going back to this gen. I think they want to see how many gens they can deny here and what kind of score they can reach. Second gen does pop off back at the 9 o'clock position. Nurse going back as they realize Fang might be getting picked up soon, potentially. Yeah, it looks like possibly the J can be back here to pick up. They do get the pickup. There's the 4 of the people as well, negating as much mangled value as possible, but Jake will take a tag for their efforts here. Leaving them slugged on the ground. Looks like they will be continuing chase with the Fangmen. Fang getting good distance here, but blinking past the pallet. Just absolutely precise play here from this nurse. Again, once you get to the Group A, the nurses are just brutal. We do see, I'm guessing, what is likely an Unbreakable on the Jake. It would make sense. Unbreakable for the people and Deliverance do go hand in hand. That'll be first look for the Fangman. Nurse coming back. Don't see the Claudette anywhere, and they will be able to apply another Pop Goes the Weasel to this gen. Regressing it probably back down to around 20%. We do find Claudette, though. They did get caught out here. Not going for the obvious play at the window, but they will be doubling back and taking a hit regardless. So they will be going to the edge of the map, getting cut off here, and they will be, you know, taking pressure away from the unhook, but again, I'm not too sure how many gens can be done here at this point. The survivors did get two. Flaking around the edge, and they will go down at the corner near the exit gates. I see that Pupper's charm. I approve. We stand for Puppers here. And now with Survivor slugged out in the corner, they do finish a third generator, but essentially now telling the killer exactly where you are. Fang, it looks like they'll be progressing to second stage here very shortly. And looking around for this Jake, but we find him in the corner. Jake's not doing the most hiding, as I think they realize that there's not much to be done here. Jake running back past the dump truck. We going edge map. One final chase for the books here. Cheeky little practice flick there from the nurse. You'll love to see it. As, again, one of my all-time favorite plays from this past Season 7 finals was Nightlight flicking back to... Again, I think it was versus Aeternum here. Aeternum has been through the ringer. They started out in Group B, won Group B finals, came up to Group A, won a Group A final, and played in the Bronze Finals for Group A in Season 7. So this team has gone through the ringer and has made it up to where they are, and it looks like they will be qualifying for Season 8 as well. So really, really well done there from Aeternum, and GG WP from Aberration, as that will be the 4K at 2 gens remaining on the Blood Lodge. If you've enjoyed the show, folks, we appreciate you guys all coming out here, viewing and watching these crazy, amazing teams go at it. Again, we have a YouTube. The Season 7 finals and bronze are going to be up very shortly on the YouTube as well in the next 30 minutes if you want to go over and check that out.